the Queen City of Cincinnati at one of the most historic venues in all of college football. Nippert Stadium, home to the Cincinnati Bearcats. What a scene this is, a veritable cavalcade of colors, stripe after stripe that they hope leaves the visitors dizzy. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the Iowa State Cyclones, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Cincinnati Bearcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Bearcats will get us started with the opening kickoff. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Iowa State's offense will start this game off. It's not often we focus on a matchup quite like this, but David, we have a couple of premier tight ends in this game.
And we've seen it recently, right? Ty Warren last year, Brock Bowers the year before. Like, you can build an offense around an elite tight end, and both of these schools do it. The speed, the playmaking ability, the versatility. Palmer, I bet you wish you had a guy like this you could throw to.
You're right, David. I played with a lot of NFL guys at tight end, but none of them were as dynamic as these two right here. And you're going to see them get the ball in a variety of ways. We're seeing offense change in college football. One of the biggest reasons is the versatility now at the tight end position, and these are two of the best in the entire country.
The run from the shotgun. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. It's been a rough start for these guys. When you look down the schedule in the Big 12, there aren't many soft landing spots.
Well, no doubt about it. This team has had some bad breaks early this year in Big 12 play, but they've got to make good things happen, David. They've got to do a better job of executing offensively, defensively, and on special teams, and it's got to start today.
Yeah, finding a way to make those critical plays. Because, you know, what do you know in the Big 12? There's always going to be a lot of scoring, right?
And the quarterback is toast back at the 35.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
Trying play action. Caught in the backfield, it's Hansen. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. The Cyclones come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. He'll go to the sneak.
3rd and 1. Everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play, making it easy for his quarterback to just tuck the football, belly it, get low, and drive your legs.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the first. And the Cyclones can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And now this offense will try to figure out a way to move the chains after that second down incompletion. Grabbed in the middle, it's Townsend. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. The Cyclones with the 1st and 10. They'll try it on the ground, running the counter.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
To the ground with the back. Just enough room to gain a couple down to the 34.
Well, he got you 2 on 1st down. He got you 2 on 2nd. 2 won't get it done on 3rd. You're going to have to go somewhere else if you're on offense here to stay on the field.
Got him downfield. That'll be enough for a 1st down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. And the Cyclones are threatening in the red zone. Running the red zone, it's Hansen. Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. To the air, it's back. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Cyclones. Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
How about the start from this offense? What a drive. Just when they needed a third down conversion, they got it. They put a bunch of plays together, kind of wore the defense out, and in the end, punched it in for 6.
Iowa State 7, Cincinnati 0.
On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Bearcats offense has the ball for the first time. And after that performance last week, Jesse, it'll be interesting to see if they can get the big tight end as involved as he was a week ago.
He really did, and he was good out in the field. He was good down near the red zone. He's a matchup problem that you know this quarterback is going to be trying to find early in this game. The defense has to have a plan for him, David. It'll be interesting to see how they try to defend him.
And that's the problem. It's so hard when your best playmaker is a tight end to plan for him, because how you treat him is everything, and they can still run the football with him, and they can still throw it to him, and he's just a nightmare matchup. And, you know, you want to slow him down, like make some of those easy touches a little bit harder for him, but you know he's going to get hits.
So now it's 2nd and long. Finds the tight end. Turning it on. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big game.
There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. That's the end of the period, and Iowa State has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. They'll try the run. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
To the air, it's Sorsby. He'll pull it down. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37.
How about the awareness by this guy on 3rd down, a scramble play. Everything's breaking down, but he never panics, and also knows exactly where he needs to get to pick up that first down. It's 3rd. I can't slide early. I can't run out of bounds. I'm probably going to have to put my body on the line here and take a big hit and risk that to get this first. That's a big-time leadership play by the quarterback.
Man, the defense was in there in such a hurry. They didn't even let that draw develop. Got to him so quick.
You know, the draw play has to look like a pass and not look like you're faking a pass. And I think there, it was pretty evident they were trying to run the draw. He's got an open man. Brought down at the 21-yard line, a 15-yard pickup, and they are in prime position to get points now. Just on the edge of the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 21. Here we go. Looking to throw on 1st down. Release to the back. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Got out of trouble and throws.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes the catch. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down. Takes this handoff and headed to the right. He gets it all the way out to the 19-yard line, a pickup of 6. The Cyclones can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll run play action. Takes a hit as he fires. Sweet throw and catch along the sideline. It's enough for the first down. Beck saved his best for last in 2024. 4 touchdowns to seal a classic Pop-Tart Bowl win. Unfrosted, still better. This year he's going to have to get used to some new receivers, and they're going to need some guys to step up, David.
Unfrosted, absolutely not better first. That was blasphemous. You should never get away with that again. But Rocco Beck, he had a great, solid season. Came up in the clutch when they really needed him down the stretch of games. Another year in the system. Interested to see what the Cyclones can do now.
And the Cyclones line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Dropping back, it's Beck. Caught near the sticks, it's Jackson. On the move at the 30. Lots of running room. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. After that big play, they're trying to pay it off right on the goal line. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. And the defense sold out to stop the run, and they do here on 1st down.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. That's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run up the middle, try different things to see what you do better.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. What will the offense dial up on 3rd and goal? From the gun, wants to pass. Going for 6. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Tough run across the 5. He'll get it all the way out to the 8-yard line. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Back to pass. Quarterback strolling away from heat. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
I think sometimes as a quarterback, when your offense is struggling, you don't have any points up on the board yet here at the end of the 1st half. You're just trying to take a shot to see if your guy can make a play. And that time, he thought he had the matchup he wanted, but he has just not been able to ever find a rhythm. And this defense is making it really hard on him, forcing that one to fall incomplete.
Looking for a man. It's Sorsby. Got it in the middle. It's Walker. Brought down at the 47, but not before he ripped off 15. And the Bearcats getting set on 1st and 10. He's moving out of the pocket. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Connection to the right. All down at the 38-yard line, and a big pickup of 15 yards there. He wants to throw it again. Makes the grab on the left.
I'll tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands, and you saw it on that last play.
Give to the running back. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
This is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that 1st down.
The Bearcats pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
Yeah, you can tell the timing wasn't great, and quarterback and receiver not on the same page, but when you're going to miss, don't miss towards the DB. You definitely want to miss out towards the sideline so you don't get yourself in trouble.
Zings it complete to the right. He'll go out of bounds right at the 23-yard line.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
From Here it would just be a 30-yard field goal try. Let's see how aggressive they're going to be to try to pick up that first down. To throw, it's Sorsby. Tight end finds a soft spot. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Catch in the middle, it's Allen. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it, first and goal. The Bearcats racing to the line in the hurry-up. Trying to power it in. And they get nothing. The ball remains at the 2-yard line. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break.
No gain on the flag.
You can't afford to squander these opportunities once you get into the red zone. Twice they've been denied. Here's third and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to scramble. Into the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His third interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
And holding on to a first-half lead, this offense will play it safe, take a knee, and head to the locker room. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Boys, you never quite know what to expect there in Cincinnati, and we've had a lively first half. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big, fat W. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside the home of Bearcats football since 1902.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think even if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Right back to the well. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Quarterback, quick pass to the receiver. He stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Sorsby. Grabbed over the middle, it's Jennings. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys, but that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season, and man, you know he's looking for more.
Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Iowa State sending the offense back out. Caught over the middle. It's Townsend.
And there you see the bind that the RPO play could put a defender in. That linebacker had to make a decision. Was the running back going to get the ball? He thought so, so he bit up, and that allowed the slant to be thrown in behind him.
Out of the gun. The running back has it. Oh, he's got some space. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
I'll tell you, this defense and their front seven, they're going to have to play with great eye discipline because they know they are going to see this type of misdirection in their run game, and they got gashed there.
The Cyclones have it with a 1st and goal. Using the quick game. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Quickly complete. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And what a nice play by the DB. You have to understand, that wide receiver gets that ball that quick. It's tough to get him on the ground. Nice job getting a hold of him, getting him on the ground for no gain.
This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces 3rd and goal. Under fire. Didn't have anything working and just had to throw it away on 3rd down.
This is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
So now on comes the field goal unit. The field goal is no good. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4.
Really nice play call by the offense, too. Obviously, your quarterback's thrown picks on his last 2 drives, so you have to settle him down. And the best way to settle down a quarterback is to get the running game going. Put it on the big fellas up front. Put it on your backs. That's a really nice run, and that should help settle the QB down a bit.
That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the 1st down, and they like to do this. When they make a 1st down, they want to go fast, they want to crank up the tempo.
Defense uses the sideline there, and he gets it into plus territory at the 49. And the Bearcats in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking for room, it's Walker. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 35. This offense hasn't found the end zone yet. Starting to move, it's 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Snagged out of the air. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one.
And that was a nice throw by the QB. When you see that drag route coming across the field, how about putting the ball right on his numbers? Not high, not low, where he has to stop his momentum. Right on the numbers where he can catch it, keep running, and chew up some yards after the catch.
The Bearcats have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to pass, it's Sorsby. Unloads to the wideout. And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. Looking for more room. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
Well, coming out of the tunnel in the 3rd quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the 3rd quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the 1st half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to...
And the heat was all over him, and that's the way the 3rd quarter will wrap up with a big sack. That's the end of the period, and Iowa State has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. Snagged in the middle, it's Townsend. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first.
And after that completion, it's decision time now for the head coach. Do you kick a field goal, add to your lead, and make it more difficult on the opposing offense, or do you trust your quarterback to make one more big completion here and ice the game?
So here we are on fourth down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And that lead grows even bigger. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Gentlemen, want to jump in and let you know what's going on in this top 25 showdown. SMU is getting smoked today. This is an eye-opener. It's the type of game that can just demoralize a fan base. They're trailing by 20 to Syracuse. Any major changes in this ACC standoff, you'll hear about them first from us, gentlemen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us.
On the double.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Get some work done there. Pick up a 4 to the 22. The Bearcats want to move quickly.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Breaks into the open. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Sorsby. Finds his man, it's Caldwell. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You've got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
And the Bearcats with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Keeps looking downfield. He's going to run it. Still running at the 40. He gets the job done, picking up the 1st down, then getting down.
Well, you just get the feeling, too, that if they're going to claw their way back in this game, his legs are going to have to be a factor. What a great job scrambling that time. Nothing open. He didn't panic. He saw some green grass. He was able to get outside, away from the...
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's run out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they keep him out of the end zone for the moment.
And he's just proving it time and time again, man. He has that feel. He obviously has the ability to pick up and put...
Sneaks it in.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
And with the extra point, the lead is cut to 3. It's 10-7. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. Wants to throw on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Townsend. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Now here on 2nd down, see if they keep tossing it around. Wants to throw, it's Beck. Caught, close to the marker, it's Jackson. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. He was really beating himself up over that interception and that loss last week. I know he's thrown a pick in this one, but he's looked much more certain.
And what you ask quarterbacks to do nowadays and how much you put on their plate, one mistake is okay. Those usually aren't the ones that are going to kill you. So one mistake, back-to-back weeks, that's fine. You just can't make multiple when the team's winning this week, which is the most important stat that he cares about.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line. Being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Pulls it in. It's Townsend. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. And the Cyclones are marching down the field. Quarterback on the keeper. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, and really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets...
Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Iowa State.
Number 26.
And, man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the 4th quarter, everything going in their direction.
Number 97, set to kick it off.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play calls, just simply...
Pulls it in down the sideline. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43. And the Bearcats heading quickly to the line.
What a throw on first down on the first play of the drive. And I think sometimes quarterbacks are given an alert on a specific play. And what that means is maybe the ball was supposed to go to somebody else. But in pre-snap, if the quarterback sees a matchup he likes, he's given the green light to take the shot. And I think that's exactly what happened on that play.
Off the bootleg to buy a little space. He'll take a shot. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
It's caught. Works its way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. To the air, it's Sorsby. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
You just got to know the situation of the game, obviously. After that incompletion, now setting up 3rd down, you still got timeouts. You can attack the middle of the field. It's all out there for you. There's no need to panic. Because of those timeouts, you still have an eternity to get back in this game.
And it's caught for the late touchdown. So how about this? Maybe we are set up for a finish.
Well, the offense did their part. You're just trying to apply some pressure on the opponent, right? Yeah, you're down right now, but if you can find a way to get the ball back with some time on the clock, they're within striking distance still to win this game.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Iowa State sending the offense back out. All right, this game just got tighter, and you just don't want to make a mistake here, David.
Especially in the fourth quarter. Remember, you're still leading this ball game. You're still going to execute the same way, Palmer. Don't get frantic.
Don't get frantic, but I would like to see them stay aggressive, too. You put a touchdown up on the board here, this goes back to being a two-possession game.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. They'll use a timeout here. You have to be certain at this point in the game. Wants to go up top on first down. Wide open downfield. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half. And the quarterback will just drop to a knee. You're going to hear guys after this game say, got to work harder, got to be more intense. You know, sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets. And it seemed to me that's what happened out there today.
Yeah, just never really got into a rhythm for this team. There's no doubt they've got a lot of very talented players on both sides of the ball. So, David, I don't think this is a situation where they need to now freak out and try to reinvent things on either side of the football. Just being in better rhythm early and trying to find that in their next game, I think, would go a long way.
Yeah, and it's just finding a couple of those plays. What do I do really, really well? Let's continue to build on that. Let's take away these negative plays. Let's take away these turnovers. How do we create more turnovers? I think that rhythm you're talking about, Jesse, finding those things.